Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the third day of our FDP, and today we'll discuss about the very useful tool Google Form. And there are multifarious field of applicable sides of Google Form. A few of them will be discussed in this FDP. Since all of you are acquainted with the term Google Form, and perhaps most of you know about that, but there are a few persons who doesn't know how to create a Google Form and what are the all options. We will discuss slowly so that everybody can understand all options of Google Form. Day before yesterday, the Google Form was introduced by Dr. Manoj Boiddo, for the utility of that in different administrative work. But today we will start for the beginners, and hope you will enjoy the lecture of Paulomi Paul, Department of Computer Science, Kekedas College. And I need the interaction in the FDP, because the first day I told that we want to learn by sharing our knowledge. We want to develop ourselves. They are very young, energetic teachers, developing themselves by delivering the lectures, sharing the knowledge with you. So they are not the masters of all, but they know some forms better than any other persons. No. So we are organizing the FDP to how to develop a person, a teacher, and with the development of a teacher, how can we develop ourselves? So ladies and gentlemen, welcome Paulomi Paul for his nice deliberation. Paulomi, please.
Yes, sir. Let me just present my screen. Is my screen visible to you also?
Yes,
okay,
visible.
Thank you. Very good afternoon, everyone. myself Poulumi Pal from Department of Computer Science, KK-College. Today, in this session, we will discuss about Google Forms. Now, speaking about Google Forms, I must say it's a very effective online tool from Google to collect information from people via personalized quizzes or surveys. You can then connect the info to a spreadsheet, which is commonly known as Google Sheets, to automatically record the answers. The spreadsheet then populates with the responses from the quiz or survey in real time. And since Form is an online tool, we can share and collaborate with multiple people at the same time. But forms are not just for teachers. Students can also get involved in creating and using Google Forms by building surveys to collect research data for a group project. So basically, you can also teach your students this awesome Google tool after this session. So let's not waste time on prolonged introductions and let's create a Google form first. To create a Google form, we just need to click on the new option, this big multicolor plus sign. Then I'll just click on this. Then in the drop down menu, click on the more option. The last option we get is the more option. We will just click on it and you see another drop down has come up. And there is this greater than option. If I just click on it, there pops up two options. One is blank form and one is from a template. Now the first one, that is blank, where you have to design the form from the beginning, from scratch. And the other one is from templates. Now templates are kind of ready-made form made available by Google at our disposal. As we are learning, we won't go the we won't go the easy way. We won't use the template. We will click on the blank form, this one. I will just click on it. Okay, so we have our blank form over here. You see it's totally blank. So after getting the form, the first thing we are gonna do is to name it. If you follow my cursor, this is the form name. Right now it's untitled form written over it. I just need to edit. I have just clicked on it. So it got selected. Let's name it something like FDP AEC. Okay. Okay. Now the form name has been updated. You see the form name also came up over here. So this is the next part we have, and this is generally known as the section header, the first section header we get in our form. Now there is a common misconception about the section header. As the form name by default comes over here, people always think that it's the form name itself. No, you can anytime alter it. Okay, like AEC demo test. I can also alter it. But the form name remains same. You see? So basically these two are different things. So you see this, the next thing, you see this line over here. This is the form description thing. Uh, the form description is actually optional. It's purely optional, but sometimes it's really helpful to add a brief description to let the participants know why you would like them to fill up the form. Let me write something. Fill this up to get the certificate. Here you can see I have written something in the description, but you can add something more like the marking scheme, the rules and regulation for the test. I think anything. Okay. So this part is almost complete. So down below, we already have an initial question pre-populated. We just need to edit it, right? So let me just tap on it and let's write the first question. The question be, what is your name. Okay. So if we are asking someone's name, we can't keep the answer type multiple choice, right? So we just need to click on this right hand option, and you see so many answer types are over here. Almost 9 or 10 answer types are over here, if I'm not wrong. So for writing someone's name, the short answer type is perfect. Okay, so we have chosen the short answer type here. And down below, if you see, there are a few more options associated with the question. Actually, these options are comes with every question. The first option we get is to duplicate a question, copy a question. If I just click on it, you can duplicate the question. Uh, this is kind of a lifesaver option if you are making a question paper just consisting the same kind of question. Like all the question of the questionnaire are MCQ type questions. So you write one question, make it MCQ type, and then copy and edit the required fields. Okay. The second option we see this trash bin option. I'm just hovering my mouse on it. This trash bin option, this is very much familiar to us. This is the delete option, right? If I just click it, the question is gone. But if you ever delete a question unmindfully, you just need to press Control Z from your keyboard. Just press Control and Z. This one is here. And if you're not so familiar or accustomed with this shortcut things, then you just need to scroll up, go to the more option over here, this three dot option you see on the right hand upper corner, and the first option is undo. So click on it, and that's how we get our question back. Okay, so we don't need this question anymore, so I'm just deleting it. Now the third option, this is very important, the required option. If you turn it on, no. If you ever turn it on, the question becomes unskippable for the respondent. The respondent can never skip the question and submit the test. So that's how we make one question required. And let's see what happens if we click this three dots option or more option associated with the question. If I just click it, two option pops up. The first option is description. If I click on it, you see another line like this one comes up over here to provide a description of the question. You can put anything let me write something, write in caps. And this one is also purely optional. Not every time you need to put one description to your question. This is up to you only whether you wish to put any description or not. And the second option, which we left unexplored, is response validation. This is really very important thing. Let me show you. If I just click on response validation, I mean, response validation, it's a way that you can create rules for the participant to follow while answering. I mean, you can enforce some constraint on the answer they provide. I wish the answer will be written within 50 characters. And for that, I just need to click on this option, the first one. Just let me just click on the length thing. And from the second option, we get two options, maximum character count and minimum character count. You can set any one of them. I just wish to set the maximum character count to 50. So no one can write their names which is greater than 50 characters. Okay, and there is a provision for putting a custom error text like exceeds 50 characters. Okay, so as we have entered our first question, let's see how does it look to the respondent. I mean, just let's have a preview of this thing. We just need to scroll up, and over here we have this I-shaped option. If I click on it, you see that's how the form will look to the respondent. We have the form name over here, I mean section name over here, and the required thing, a little red star is here, just to know us, I mean just to let us know this is a required question. And there is this description thing that says write in caps. If I write something which exceeds 50 character, you see the custom error text comes up, exceeds 50 characters. So this response validation thing works, actually works. Let's get back to our form. Now it's a time to add the second question, right? Uh, to add question to our form, as we got our first question pre-populated, we didn't know how to add a question. But to add a question, you just have to click on this plus sign. I mean, from the floating sidebar we have against every question. Okay, this add question option. I'm just clicking on it. You see, the second question has come up. Let's put the second question. Name of the college or institution, anything you can write. Okay. Short answer type is already selected by Google for us. But what if the respondent wish to write college's name along with the address? Uh, so for that, we just need to click on the paragraph option. I mean, the difference between the short answer type and paragraph is the while answering, you can actually press enter for paragraph kind of answers. But for short answer, you can't press. They won't allow any enter while writing. Okay. So let's see. Let's go back to the preview thing. Refresh it once. Anytime you make, I mean, any change to your form, just refresh it from the preview thing. You see, I can put enter. But in case of this short answer, this is not possible. Okay, coming back to our question. Okay, now sometimes people ask whether we can write the question in any other language other than English in this form. I mean, yes, we can. So let me write the next question in Bengali. Like I'm using Google Translate for this, but if you have any Bengali typing software in your computer pre-installed like Obro or any other tool, you can also use them. For that, let me just go to Google. Okay, here we have Google Translate English to Bengali. Let's say date of birth. Okay, let me just copy it and I will just paste it over here. Okay, so I mean, this is very helpful. You can also, that's how you see, I have copied something from any other source from Google, or you can also copy some question from your doc files and paste it over here. So this is also possible. And if you see this answer type, Google has just assumed that answer type will be date. Now, what's the edge of choosing date type of answer type? Actually, Google will provide a little date picker to choose date just for our help. Just let's see the preview. You see this little calendar-like thing. This is why, I mean, we choose the date option. We can also anytime type in this. You can also type in this thing. Okay. But I mean, the little date picker helps us a lot. Okay. So time for adding another question. Let it be gender. You see, Google has assumed the possible options and prompted them for us. So let's just add all. If you ever need to get rid of any of this option, you can just click this cross option, this remove option rather. And just in front of the option, we have this little 6 dot thing. You see this 4-headed arrow. We can actually move any options up and down. Okay, that's why we reorder options. Okay, here we can also add images to our option. Like you can add a picture of a circuit diagram, or even if you feel lazy to type in the question, just take a snap from a book and place that over here. And for that, we just need to click on this images option against the question. Just click on this. You see, we have this dialog box. The first option is upload. To upload from your own device, let it be your mobile, let it be your uh, computer. The second option allows you to take a snap with your camera real time. The third option is by URL. You can anytime Google a picture, take its URL and paste it over here. The fourth option is photos. Actually, if you have your photos in Google Photos app, that will show up here. And there is also options of Google Drive and Google Image Search. But right now, I will just upload it from my own computer. So just click on the browse thing. Let me just choose something. Okay, this one. This is quite big. We need to resize it. To resize it, just we need to click on this image. You see this blue border has come up, and from the corners, we need to drag it up. Okay, this is pretty much okay. Even if you wish, you can add images to your options also. Let me just add image to my options. And for this, I am going to Google image search, male, gender symbol. Okay, I have this one. Okay, just click on the image, click on the desired image and press insert. It's here. If you ever wish to get rid of this image, just click on this remove option. And for the female thing, I will also Google image search, use, okay. Okay, this one is good. Okay. Okay, there is also one provision to add other. If the respondent wish to write anything other than this option, you can anytime add this other option in case of MCQ type question and checkboxes. Okay. Let's add another question, which should be educational qualification. Okay. And let's just explore the answer types. We will use this drop down thing. Okay. So let me put the options over here. Sorry. This one is, and we have postdoc. Okay, three options are there. Let's see the preview. Let's go to the preview thing. Just refresh it once. We need to scroll down. You see, this is the image in the question, and these are the images associated with the options. I can anytime click any of them. And also there is the other thing, we can write anything. If I just think these options are not enough, I can click on other, I can write anything. Okay, and we have this drop down thing where if I click on the choose thing, the options just pop up. But the basic difference between this MCQ type and drop down thing is you can always put one other field over here. But in case of drop downs, there is no way to put one other field. Okay, you can't put one other field to this drop down. Okay, let's go back to our test. or questionnaire. Okay, let me add another question, and that should be age. I'm just adding question to explore the answer types provided here. Here we will put a constant on the answer that you can put numbers between 18 and 65 only. That the age can be between this number limit. So by default, they have added one response validation. If you wish to start from scratch, just click on this response validation thing. Click on number because age is generally a number, and we will use the between function. Age must be 18, between 18 and 65. And obviously, you can put one custom error text, wrong input. Okay. And we need to review it. Okay, let's put a age like 100, which is way greater than 65. You see, wrong input. And if I put something like 60, it's taking 60 in. Okay, so we have this checkbox thing unexplored. For that, I just need to add another question, which is languages spoken. And for that, we are going to use this checkboxes option. Let me just put the options. Bengali, English. Then we have Hindi. And obviously, anything other, if I know any other language than this, then we can use. Go to the preview. Let's see. Okay. Here you can see we can actually click on multiple option even on the other thing. I know a little bit of Marathi, so let me write that also. Okay. I mean, I was just talking about the differences between a checkbox and a radio button. The main difference between them is we can tick multiple options in a checkbox. But in case of this radio button or MCQ type answer, you can click on any one option provided. Okay, any one of them, not all. Here you see I have checked on all or even null, none of them. Okay, so this is possible for checkboxes, but for MCQ types, it's not possible. You have to click only one. Multiple answer choosing is not feasible for this. Okay, let's move to the next question, and which is describe yourself. Fine. Now, for describing ourselves, the paragraph thing is okay, but we will use something better than this, which is a file upload. This option actually allows our users to upload different files such as PDF, docs, or images. Uh, I mean, this feature is really great because in case of writing long answers or solving mathematical problems, students have to use pen and paper. So we can allow them to take a few snaps of it and upload. Okay, let's just see these things. They are telling us this warning box they are provided us. Let's respondents upload files to Drive. All the files will be uploaded to the form owner's Google Drive. So if you are creating one form, all the files that the user uploads will be saved in your own Google Drive, not their Google Drive. Okay. So respondents will have to sign in to Google when the file upload questions are added to a form. And please share the form with people you trust, because there is a question of spamming on all. Okay, as you are allowing them to put uh, files into your own Google Drive. So obviously, okay, let's click on continue. Okay, the first option says we can choose a few specific file types for this question. Like the student can or the respondent can upload a document, which is mostly a Word file or the doc file, a presentation, like as my student mostly upload presentation and all, spreadsheet and PDFs, images, or even drawings, but not a video or audio, because while answering a written test, this is not the way to answer a written test, right? They can't upload a video or audio. We are not going to sit and hear to this, listen to their video or audio. Then we can specify the number of files they can upload. Like one file may not be adequate to cover the whole answer. So we can increase it to 5 or 10. And also we can specify the maximum file size. I mean, size of each file uploaded, like 100
Sorry,
MB for each. Excuse
sorry
me.
to interrupt you, ma'am. Your screen is not visible.
Okay, okay, okay. It's visible for me. It is visible. Now it's visible? Yes, visible.
Now it is
Okay,
visible,
okay,
madam.
Yes.
okay. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so as I was telling you, we can actually specify the maximum number of files. I mean, from here, I think you didn't get to see. Uh, from here, we can actually specify the number of files they can upload. I mean, one file or two files can't be adequate for that. One file for the answer, one file for the circuit diagram. So you can increase this to 5 or 10 as per your requirement. And the second option we have here is to specify the file size, specify the size of each file. You see, I have chosen 100 MB, but you can increase this to 1 GB and 10 GB also. But if you are using your basic Google ID, please do not go more than 100 MB, because only 15 GB you have at your disposal. You're not gonna use it for one form only, okay? Okay, so we need to add another question. Let me just see whichever answer type is left. Okay, the linear scale thing is left. So let me just add another question for this. Rate this seminar on a scale of 10. You see, by default, the linear scale has been chosen by Google. It is actually, it's lets the respondent select a number from a range. Like I wish to let them choose from a range from 0 to 10. And you can put labels also just to indicate the ratings. Like for 0, very disappointing. Disappointing. And here we can write awesome. Okay, and this one is not a seminar but FDP. So let me just correct it. Okay, so let's have the preview first. Okay, you say this is the file upload thing I was talking about. I just need to click on this. This drop down or dialog box comes up. They allows you to select files from your device or from your Google Drive. Okay, so this is very helpful, I guess. I will show you while filling up this form. So this is the linear scale they provides us. This is the labels, very disappointing and awesome. And I will click on 10 as we are conducting this FDP. So that's how we use the linear scale thing. Okay, let's see, add another question and see how many option types are. Okay, we have this multiple choice grid thing left. So for that, I will just add another question, which should be identity card. Okay, let me click on this and select multiple choice grid. And let's write the options first. Voter card. I mean, different kind of identity card we have. PAN card. Sorry for this. We need to, and Aadhaar card. Nowadays, it's very much important. Okay, last one, passport. Okay. And in the columns, we put the answers for them, like whether I have it or not. Yes and no. Basically, using this, no, we can actually ask a bunch of MCQ type question to the respondent. Let's see the preview, then only you can understand. Like, I have my voter card, I have my PAN card, I have the Aadhaar card, and I don't have money, passport. Okay. You see, I can submit anytime, skipping any of this question. But what if you wish to make this question mandatory? I mean, each and every question mandatory. And for that, we just click on to this, require a response in each row. I just need to click on this. Now, if I come to this, you see, yes, showing this question requires one response per row. So I can't skip any of them. Only then I can submit the test. So this is the necessity of, I mean, usefulness of this option. And I think we have one more option skipped. For that, I need to go to this languages spoken option. I will just edit this to languages known and change this checkboxes thing to tick box grid. Let me just remove these options. Okay. Now, many of us know many languages. Some of them, we can read some of them, we can speak some of them. So for that, for specific answer, we will just use this tick box grid, like English. Same options, English, Hindi, and obviously Bengali. Okay. Okay. Yes, read, write, and speak. And obviously, we have the same option over here. Yes, we require a response in each row. So coming back to the preview, you see this has been changed. And there is a little tick over here, I mean, little star, red star over here, making it a required question. So I know to speak, read, and write English. I can read and speak Hindi, but can't write. And there is Bengali. But you see, there are no other option. Like we are having this other option in MCQ and checkboxes thing. But now in case of MCQ grid or checkboxes grid, you don't have this facility to provide other options here. Okay. So that's how the checkboxes grid work. Now coming back to our form, let's customize our form. I mean, it's looking very drab. And for that, we just need to, okay. So we just need to scroll up, and over here, you see this palette option. Just in front of the preview option, we have this customize theme option. If I just click on this, they allows us to choose one image to put in the header section. Let me just choose anything. What should I choose? Okay. Let's put this one. You can also take any image from your computer also. I will just use this Google Gallery. Then you have this theme color option in coordination with the color of the picture, but you can also add one custom color of your choice. Like if I click on this, I have this little color picker thing. I don't know what I am making this color. Okay, let's click on add and you see the color has been changed. And you can also, from down below, you can also change the background color. A little deeper, a little lighter. Okay, I like the deeper one. And we have also a few font style, only a 3 or 4 font styles. The first one is, the second one is the decorative kind of font style. It's looking too gaudy. There is the formal thing, and the last one is the playful thing. I think the formal one is good. Okay, now it's looking pretty good. Yes. Okay. Now, before we add our next question, we will add a new thing to our form, and that is known as section. So, section is something that makes our form more organized and subdivided in multiple parts. I mean, if you just think of any real life question paper, those are usually divided into 3 or more parts like MCQ type, short answer type, and long answer type. So the section option allows us to arrange the question in groups. And obviously, again, in case of small surveys, our form needs only a few fields. But longer surveys can quickly get overwhelming with dozens of questions on one page. So if we do that, the respondent will get irritated. Like, oh my God, this many number of questions. I'm not going to answer this. And that's why sections come in handy. Just break your form into, breaking your form up into chunks to answer one set of question one at a time. Okay, just let me add one section first. To add a section, we just need to click on the question just below which we need the section. And from this floating sidebar thing we have, just click on the last option, add section option, this one. Let me just click on this thing. You see, it's written section 2 of 2. So basically, which I was saying previously, that the first thing is actually a section header, not the form name. This one. This one is actually the first section header. Okay. So let me just name it. No. Okay. So what should I name it? Payment details? Okay. No. Rate the seminar. Okay. Here you see we have this description thing also, but as it is optional, I'm not going to write it. And also there are this 3 dots option. Let's just explore it. We can anytime duplicate a section, and whenever you are duplicating a section, all the question in the section also gets duplicated. Okay, so one thing you need to remember while duplicating a section. Okay, and there is the move section option, and obviously delete section option, and merge with a verb. So we will explore it, but for now I can show you one thing. We can actually move question in between section. If I just wish to move this question, just let me click on it. You see this 6 dot thing. Whenever I put my mouse cursor on it, this becomes a 4-headed arrow. We just need to click and drag and drop. Come over here and put it. Oh. I have a... Okay, just be here. I have this little mouse problem. Come here. Yes. Okay, dragging is a little bit messy with my mouse. Okay, so one thing we got to know is we can actually move question in between the section. What about duplicating a section? So let's just duplicate it. Duplicate the section. And if you scroll down below, you see we have this duplicate section with all the question duplicated just under it. So let me just change it names. just to distinguish among them. Payment details. Okay, I don't need this question under it, so let me just delete it. And what about this move section thing? Just click on it. You see all the question over here. Whenever I just wish to move some question up or down, we have this option associated with them. Like I wish this rate the section seminar thing down below. For that, I will just click on this. You see, that's how the rate the seminar thing is now section 3, whereas the payment details has gone up and it has become the section 2. And before you just cut it, just save it. Never forget to save it. Okay. Okay. So, okay. Before we add anything, I just wish to scroll up. Okay, we are just going to add a question in the first section. And for that, I'm just clicking on the last question of the first section and click on add question. Like, do you want to, sorry for the typing mistake, want to enroll for an advanced level FDP? Enroll for one advanced level FDP. Okay, so let's add all first. It can be yes or no, no question of maybe. Either you wish to enroll for one advanced level FDP or you not. Okay, now we will see how we can have logic jumps in our form. Say you want to ask the respondent some follow-up question based on their answer. Like this one, if the user chooses yes, they will be asked to pay and upload the payment receipt. And whoever presses no, they will be directed to a window where they just have to rate the seminar and go. And for that, we just need to click on this 3 dots option. You see, we have this 3 dots option over here. Click on this. And the second option we have is go to section based on answer. Okay, previously this option was not available, right? As we added some section in our form, this option just appeared. Okay, so what did I say? If the person just presses yes, they will be redirected to the payment details section. So let me just click on this thing. Here it is, the section 2, payment details. And whoever presses no, just let him click to this rate the seminar option. They will be redirected to the rate the seminar section. Okay, so let me just go to the payment details thing and add a few more questions. If I ever wish to add a question to this section, I just need to click on the section name, click on the plus sign. It's all same. What should I write? Please pay rupees 200 in favor of KKDC. Favor of KKDC and upload the snap. Okay. So as I am telling to upload something, so short answer type can't be the answer type, right? We need to change it to the file upload thing. Obviously, there will be only one snap, so maximum number of files is okay. But snap of something means only image and sometimes PDF, okay? But no other things. Maximum, change the maximum file type, I mean my file size to 100 MB. And that's all. Okay, now there is one thing. What happens, I mean, after the file upload is completed, where the person will be redirected to. I mean, after filling up these things, the second section where they'll be redirected to. For that, if I just scroll it a bit, after section 2, it's written continue to the next section. You can also change it to any other section if you wish. If you wish, after this section, they will be redirected to submit the form. They don't need to read the seminar, as obviously they like the seminar or they like the FDP. That's why uh, they just said yes for an advanced level FTP. So you can obviously redirect them to submit the form. But by default, this option let them continue to the next section, which is in this case read the seminar thing. Okay, and after the last section, they are already redirected to the submit form option. So that's how the section things work. Now the form is almost done, I think. But before we send our form to the respondents, let's explore the settings part. If you are creating a form, we must know the settings. So for that, let's scroll up. Over here, we have this gear shaped option, the settings option. Let me just click on it. The first option is collecting addresses. Now, this is very important to collect email addresses, as you can get back to them, the respondents actually, in future, or even you are conducting a survey. Data looks more authentic if you have the mail IDs of the participants. So let me just click it on. Then the option comes is response receipts. Now response receipts is sending an acknowledgement, mostly the copy of the filled up form. If I just click it on, two option pops up. If respondent requested or other is always. I will just check it to always. Just give them one copy. No, they also have this. Uh, okay. The next option is require sign-in option. Now, the first option, which is restrict user to the KK College and its trusted organization, won't appear to you because of I am using my college's GSuite account. That's why it's saying to do this. But if you are using your own basic Google ID, they won't ask you to restrict your form. The second option will come to you, which is limit to one response. Uh, we always, in case of taking up a test especially, we always check this on limit to one response thing. One respondent, I mean, with one single Google ID can answer this test or can attempt this form, can fill up this form only once. This is very important. You see, whenever you are taking up a test, what happens? Students just overlook some of the question in hurry, or they are just like that only. They skip some of the questions and submit the test. Now, after that, they call you up and say, ma'am, I just skipped a few questions. Can I just fill up the form again? Can I just submit the test again? No, you can't let them do that. And obviously, if you are taking up a survey, there is a question of spamming. One respondent, if one respondent can fill up many responses, so the data will get spammed. So it's better to limit one responses to each ID. Okay. Then we have this respondent scan option. They can edit after submit. If you are taking up a survey, it's well and good. They can log in future and edit their submission. But if you are taking up a test, you can't allow your student to come back after knowing the questions of the test, to come back and edit their question. They will simply Google the answer and come back and edit the option. So this is a flaw in case of testing, I mean, conducting a test. So we won't allow them to edit after submit. And also there is this see summary charts and test responses. It's fine if you're taking up a test, students can see each other's responses and summary charts. But if you are taking up a survey, you can't allow the respondents to see the summary charts and text responses of others, as this survey can contain any private data. So it's up to you whether you wish to check it on or not. And down below, we have one useful thing. maximum size of all files uploaded. So basically you trash one amount of your own Google Drive for this particular form. That can be 1 GB, that can be 10 GB, that can be 100 GB, and that can be 1 TB. It's up to you. I will just keep it to 10 GB. But if you are using your basic Google ID that only have 15 GB, okay, so and there is this condition, this form will stop collecting responses once this total size of all file uploads reaches the specific limit. Okay, so you have to keep it in your mind. Let me just scroll up. The second tab we got is the presentation tab. There is the show progress bar thing. I mean, a small bar kind of thing that shows up down below of the test. I will just check it on and let you see afterward. And shuffle the question order. In case of taking tests, it's okay. But if you are taking up a survey like this, uh, if you shuffle the question order, it will look odd. The name thing will come just down altogether, and it will just look all odd. So let's just not shuffle the question order right now. Okay, and there is the confirmation message thing that shows up after someone submits your form. By default, your response has been recorded, shows up over there. You can write also anything. Thank you. Okay. We won't explore this quizzes part right now because tomorrow we have another session for this online quizzes and tests. Let me just save this thing. Okay. Now it's time to send a form to the respondents, right? I just need to click on this send option, and this option, I mean this window pops up. Here you can type in the email of the respondents, I mean the prospected respondent. But if you are taking up a test of 150 or 200 student, literally you are not going to write 250 email IDs over here. Okay, for that we are just going to click on the second option, the easiest option. Just copy the link, just take up the link for this test, and uh, send them by WhatsApp, by the Google Classroom you have formed, by any means, just send it to them. And obviously, there are two small options over here if you not overlook them. The first option says share via Facebook. If it's a test and you wish to share it via textbook, just tap on it. My Facebook will be open. So right now I am not logged in into my Facebook, but that's how you can share to them. And same happens for your Twitter also. But I don't have any Twitter ID. So right now I'm not, I can't show you that. But I can provide the link to you. I can share this to you in the chat box. Like, paste it over here. You can also, if you wish, you can also fill it up. Let me also just attempt the test or fill it the form. You see, that's how the form will look. First option, and this is the required one, to write our mail ID. Okay. Now we should write our name, the college. Okay, DOB. So you can use this date picker thing, but I think I should better typing in. Okay. Female. Qualification. Need to put the age. Okay. Now we need to write something to describe myself, but I don't have anything written. So let me just upload anything from my desktop. Okay, this e-Adhyayan thing. Let me just, what should I upload? Okay, my college's logo. Okay, you see, we can add more file. We can actually add 4 more files as the maximum limit was 5. Okay, so I'm not going to add more files. I will just upload it. Okay, now obviously this thing. Now here comes. Okay, down below you can see this is the progress bar I was talking of. Okay, do you want to enroll for one advanced level FTP? What happens if I say no? Just click on no and click on next. You see, I am redirected to the third section where I have to rate the seminar, and down below I have this submit option. Okay, but what if I click back? No, I think the FDP was good, so I must enroll for the next level. So click on next. Okay, so now I am redirected to the payment details section where please pay rupees 200 in favor of KKTC and upload the snap. Let me just upload something. Okay, I have this e-Adhyayan logo too. Okay, upload. You see, there is no add more files option. Now click on the next. I must rate this FDP and this is awesome as I think, and click on submit. That's how the form will look to the respondent. And you see, this is the custom thank you message I have written over there. Okay. Okay. So let's come back to the, okay, excuse me just. Okay. Let's come back to the forms. Okay. 5 responses are there. Thank you all. So you see this responses tab now have come up. Previously, there was no responses thing provided over there. So let's just explore the responses thing. In this first summary option, we can see the summary of the persons who have responded, like the email address of all who have responded to this questionnaire, their name. I mean, by question, you can see it. These many people has responded, name of their question, name of the college, their date of birth, their gender. Here you can actually see the pictorial representation or the analysis of their answer. I mean, there are 7 responses. Of them, 57.1% are female and 42.9% are male. Okay, and anytime you can copy this chart. What about you wish to copy this chart and put it to a file, like a doc file? Let me just show you. A new doc file has opened. I just need to copy this chart. Now it's 50-50. I just need to copy this chart. For that, I will click on this copy chart thing, come back here, paste over here. It will take a bit. You see, this is coming up. Yeah. So basically, you don't need this long Excel chart things. Like, you don't need the data to be there. You don't need to create one chart over there, because Google Form has pre-populated your data, has analyzed your data and made one chart over here for your help. Now, by educational qualification, 57.1% are doctorate, 42.9% are postgraduate. So you can analyze the answers also. That's how. Okay. You can see how many percentage know which language, like only 5 of them know to write Hindi. 9 of them or 10 of them can speak Hindi, but a few to read Hindi. So that's how you can actually generalize this result. Okay, so 90% of the respondents can wishes to attend, I mean, have given 10 on 10. And how many percentage want to enroll for the advanced level FDP? 90.9%. Okay, so that's how we can see the charts and analysis. Second option is by question. You can view all the answer with question by question. Like I just want to see uh, the name of their colleges. Just choose the question you wish to choose. I can see all the name of their question. Asansol Engineering College have two responses, and obviously it's in caps. That's why they just differentiated from this. This also got one response. KD College of Commerce got one response. Bajbaj College got one response. That's how you can also see their responses question by question. And also there is the option to see the individual response of a certain person. Like I just want to see the response of this person. Let's click on on his name. You see, these are that's what he has written in. Okay. And one thing you need to remember, the responses cannot be edited. So you can't actually manipulate, or not about you. Anyone can't manipulate this responses. Okay, over here we have two options. One is to print this response, only this response. And the another one is to print only this response. Sorry, delete this response. If I just click on it, I can delete the response. Let me just delete the response. If I just click on the sprint response thing, let me just click on it. Okay. There are few more options over here. Like I don't have any printer connected to my computer. So I can save it as a PDF, and that will be saved in my device. That means in my computer. You can also save it to your Google Drive, like save it to my Google Drive. And you can choose the pages to print like 1 to 5, 4 to 8, like this. I just wish all of them. Change the layout. You can print it in a landscape mode. It's up to you. Now pages per sheet, if you ever wish to just save few more pages, just click on this two option. Uh, just click portrait. You can see two pages are printed in one sheet. Okay, so these are few minute option, and down below we have this headers and footers option. If I just click it on no, you can see the URL of the form and the date will be shown. Let me just zoom it a bit. You see this date thing comes up, and down below you have this URL of the form printed over here. So I just don't want to show up this. As you can see, these things are gone. So I can save it anytime. Just to keep a record, you can save every one of them. Okay, if I just scroll up, I have another option which is accepting responses. Whenever you think I will just stop accepting any more responses, you can come up and click over here. Now the form accepting no responses. Even with the links, no one can fill up this form. Okay. And over here, we have this three dots thing, which if I click, get email notification for new responses. Now this can be a little bit spammy. Now every time a person or a respondent just fills up your form, getting one new email responses is really a headache. So I will just suggest don't ever turn it on. You can also select the response destination where the responses will be saved, like any other folder if you choose. But this one is most important. Print all responses. If you ever wish to print all the responses, just click on it. They will print all the pages. I mean, you can save it as a PDF. Like keeping records are really important thing. Like we can save to Google Drive and PDF. There are 48 pages. If you can see, So all the responses are over here. Okay, that's how you can save and cancel. I'm not going to save it anyway. Okay, now we have this create spreadsheet option also. If I just click on it, they will ask to create one new spreadsheet where you can save all your data, all your responses, or even to a existing spreadsheet. If I just click on create new spreadsheet, FDP AEC, if you wish to put the date like 28/08/20, it's up to you. It will be created in your Google Drive. You see, all the data with the timestamps are saved over here. Okay. Okay. If ever I wish to see how many percentage of, I mean, how many people just have their identity card as passport, you just need to select this, select this column, go to the data thing, create a filter. This is a basic Excel thing. Click it to yes. Only the persons having passport will be shown over here. So that's how you can create a, you can filter data. And what if I make it with how many people wish to enroll for this? Everyone wishes to enroll for this. So there is no person who doesn't want to enroll for this FDP. Okay. So that's how we filter the data. Now let's come back to our form. We have a few things left. And this is this more option. What happens? We just click on this more option. Let me just click in. Sorry. The first option is to make a copy. Anytime if you wish to make a copy of a certain form and make a few changes to it for further uses, you can just click on it. Just click on it, make a copy, name copy of FDP AEC. I just need to write anything else that. You can change the folder. You can keep it any other folder if you wish on and click on OK. You see a copy will be created. You see with a different name. Okay, so that's how we have distinguished these two forms. Yeah, and you can also make changes to them. Like what is your name will be replaced by name. Any other thing. It's up to you whether you wish to change it or not. And here no responses are there. Okay, and all the settings also have been copied. Okay, what happens if we click, okay, if we just click on this move to bin thing, that will be deleted. I just don't want to, don't want this form to move to bin. And then I have this print option. Now this is very important. You can actually print this form, not the filled one. Previously, we were printing the responses, the filled up responses, but this is not the filled up responses. This is the blank form. Anytime you can create a form and take its printout, to distribute among the students and anything. Just imagine creating a form in Microsoft Word. You take so much time to make these lines, to make it aligned and all. But if we use this Google form thing, you can make a form in few minutes. Okay, let me just save it. And they are showing that this form will be saved to my Google device. Okay, so these are the few things. I think that's all for today. If you have any question, you can ask me. Any more questions?
No question is there.
Okay, so thank you all. Thank you all for your kind attention.
Okay, thank you, Paulomi. There is no question. So,
Hello, 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 sir.
yes, yes. We need the introduction. If yes,
Yes, yes, I have a question, sir, to Bolomi ma'am.
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Regarding the Google form creation, you have what you have shown to us is very clear, obviously. But one question is that suppose regarding the responses I am getting,
Mm-hmm.
okay. So there are many type of responses where we are seeing some bar diagram or pie diagram or like that.
Exactly.
And sometimes it is shown that like overall response at a time or individual response. So sometimes I don't understand how to get the individual data. Means who has, suppose question number one, I need to know that who have given the maximum answer. So that thing, if you once repeat, it will be helpful for us.
I couldn't get your last part, sir. Can you please
The,
repeat?
Means I am asking
follow
that.
me. Just your total overall responses was shown.
Mm-hmm.
So on particular question, the response.
Okay, 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 okay.
Yes.
Let me
Yes,
just
sir. Yes, yes.
let me just share my screen again.
স্ক্রিন শেয়ারটা কি জিনিস সুমন?
Screen share is something, I mean, I'm doing something on my computer, no? So to share my screen, to make the screen visible to you all, we just need to click on this option. If you're attending this meeting from a laptop, you will get this option over here. You are presenting. If I click on it, I can anytime stop and start my presentation of screen. Okay, so everything I just do on my screen will be visible to you all.
Madam, I have some question.
About the screen share thing.
No, from Google form.
Exactly. The I mean, just have this about this individual yeah thing, responses thing, no?
No, I want to ask that how I can introduce mathematical calculations or the mathematical equations. How I can write in Google form.
Okay, I will just answer your question. Just first, let me address the first person question. So he was asking about to see how we can see one individual response. For that, we just need to click on this individual option over here. And from here, we can choose any person of whom response you wish to see. Like this is our principal sir's response. So you can see his email ID, his name, name of the college, DOB, gender, his educational qualification, age, language is known. If I wish to see what he has written in getting started, I mean, he has uploaded one PDF, I think. Okay, so this is the PDF he uploaded. Okay, then the identity card he possesses, and if the person wish to enroll for one advanced level FDP, and also P, pay rupees 200 in favor of KKDC, and there is also one file, the same file he has uploaded, and the rating of the FDP. That's how we can just change the email ID and see
Okay.
the responses. Now
And
coming back to yes sir, yes sir.
if you want to compare respect to one question, suppose how many of you have means, given the age in between these two? If relative comparison method is there, then how can I see the relative
Sir,
comparison regarding the
in case of
question?
comparison and what I will say, that is known as data filtration. I have shown you. Just go to the Excel portion, create a
Uh-huh.
data filter or data validation, what we create in Excel also. Just then check over there. Okay.
Okay,
Data
okay,
greater than this thing, data having this constraint. Okay.
okay, okay. And ma'am,
Okay.
one last
Yes,
thing I
sir.
will ask.
Yes, sir.
In the Play Store, there is the apps I have seen. It's called the Forms app,
Mhm.
which actually minimizes the process what we are doing in the Google form. In that app source, so what we are doing, it can
Mhm.
be seen as a Google form, like just like similar appearance can be seen. So
Exactly,
is
sir.
that
You
that
can.
type of apps are totally applicable? Means all the options you have shown here in details.
Mhm,
So is it applicable? Because when I first tried to set the Google form, I
mhm.
used that apps. Now I am learning how to use the Google form in by using the Google platform. So is that apps is equally helpful?
Sir, as far I know, there is no such form app by Google. I'm telling about Google. But in
Okay.
Play Store, you have many apps for this creating one forms app, App Master by App Master, or there is one forms app from a person like Mohammed Siddiqui. These are all third-party apps. Okay, it's up to
Okay.
you. I mean, if you wish to use it, it's up to you. Okay, because we don't endorse any third party app in our FDP.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Okay,
Now coming, okay sir.
mathematics.
Yes,
Mathematics.
mathematical questions. Coming back to this thing, one thing you can do is to write that thing in Microsoft Word or Google Docs and copy that over here. But there is one way to write in here, just to click on add-on, and you have many apps over here. Maths type, equation editor for math. Sorry, why I don't know. Maybe it's
Uh,
not
math
in
type.
math type is there, I
Math
think.
type.
Okay. You know, this typing, I mean, these apps are all third party apps. That's why when they're here or when they're gone, we don't know. Yes,
Yes, yes,
here
this one.
it is. Hypershare. So this is the smart math editor. You just need to click on it, install it in your form, and then you can easily type the mathematical equation as it is shown over here. Okay, you see those things. That's how you can, I mean, it's like installing one app in your mobile phone also. Just click on install, it will be installed. But one drawback of this add-on things, I must tell you, it always asks for one I mean, they can actually access, they always ask for the access of your own Google Drive. So in case of this security purpose, I don't think any, I mean, giving access to the third party apps are not very feasible to us. So it's up to you whether you will use this thing, but I can show you only. Okay.
Madam,
This
any reliable
mathematics
app for that?
reliable
No,
app.
all of them are reliable, sir, because they are in GSUD marketplace. It's my suggestion that I'm not so in favor of these things.
So mathematical
Actually,
not written.
if we want to get take the test for the student using multiple choice
Nothing.
questions,
Mathematical.
then mathematical equations is very essential to make the test.
Yes, sir. Then you can just make another Google account. No, it's better. Just make one another Google account where you don't put any personal things like in your drive, and use this
So
add-ons.
another
You
Google
can,
add-on.
you can type in the LaTeX format also. LaTeX format, then copy that thing to the Google.
Text format. Text
Yeah.
format means
Exactly.
Or you can take it as a picture message. You can keep it in a picture message also. Whatever you
Exactly.
like,
Just
you can
write
hide
it.
it there.
Yeah, write it on a with pen and paper. Take a snapshot on it and put it over here.
test it.
Yeah,
Okay. You have a
it's
lot of
LaTeX.
things over here, math equations and latex viewer. Okay. So it's up to you. You can use also.
Thank you, madam.
Okay. So I think there are no more questions.
Any question? No. Hope you have enjoyed the session. I need the expression from you also. So whether you are like or not, that should be our concern. I should know. If there is no question, then I will call Ridul. Are you here? Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
just stopping my
Ridul,
presentation.
you start the scheduling first. Very easy way of scheduling system. Then
Okay,
comes
sir.
your
Okay, sir.
one part that we have left in the first day. If time has, yes, time will permit that one. That
Okay,
question
sir.
can be shown. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Good afternoon, everybody. let me just share my screen. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
In my last presentation, I have shown you the various apps or various tools of Google. You have gone through all of these, I think, not all, uh, much more of all these things. But now I am going to discuss about Jamboard. As a teacher, we are not comfortable with these digital learning techniques. So we are very much acquainted, or we must very much comfort on traditional or conventional method of teaching and learning. What is that? That is chalk and duster method or pen and paper method. But Google gives us that method, that is Jamboard. What is that? That is Jamboard. Here it is. That is Jamboard. Jamboard app is a digital whiteboard that lets you prepare or present your lecture, sketch, and save them in the cloud to be accessible from any device, that is from laptop, desktop, Android mobile, or iOS devices, or Chromebook, etc. Um, just go to how to use Jamboard. I am trying to share. Just go to that magic box that I had already shown you several times, that these are the 9 dots that are the magic boxes, and go to Jamboard. Just click on it. There are various Jamboards I have used. Go for new Jamboard. Here is a plus sign, and go to new Jamboard. Click on it. Okay. Here is a whiteboard. It may be a blackboard. Just change its background and just click on this. That is a blackboard. Okay. Now I want to use this board from my mobile or a laptop. I am using this from my mobile. Okay. Just a minute. Yes, it is. I am typing the name of the Jamboard. Suppose FDP Asansol. Okay. Yes. Now I can use the board as of my wish. Okay. Suppose I want to use this suppose I want to use as is a mathematical expression. S equals to A plus B whole square. Okay. So I can share this, as you already know that Google tools can be shared in three different aspects. It can be shared by as an editor, as can be viewer, as can be commenter. Okay, so I am sharing this to my colleagues or to my principal sir. Suppose I am sharing this. Yes, principal sir. Here is my colleagues, and he is also my. Okay, they can use my board. They can use my board at any time from anywhere. Okay, and if I want to use the board to our students, so it can be shareable to our students also. How it can be? I am sharing this to my suppose our to you, at least all our students. Okay, so I have to copy. I have to copy all the mail IDs and share it to all of you. Okay, then yes, all of you have been sent to use the board. You all are editor now. You can use all the boards I am using. Okay. Now, number of students are there, number of participants are there in the mail ID. So it will take time. Yes. Share anywhere. What can be done to this? What can be done to this whiteboard or Jamboard? That is anything we want to write or we want to share as in our classroom. They can be shared. And what are the advantages of this? One of the advantages is it is shareable, and it can be. Okay. And most preferable thing is that the board is collaborative. That here some people, I think Polumi is collaborating, and Sar is also collaborating. Okay, and another more thing is that the slide or the board is not endless. Is endless, not endless. Not sorry to say, it is endless, because I want to click on this, that another board is open, and another. I think 6 board has been opened. Okay, it can be unlimited, and we can share all the boards that we are using. Okay, so somebody is using magic laser ray also. Okay, so anyone doing is slide number 2 or 3 or 4, all can be joined. Okay, and Another more thing is that we can share the board, to our classroom also, or in our WhatsApp group, whatever maybe it is. So how can it be? Just click on share and get link option. Go to the get link option. So here it is restricted, only people added can open this link. Change to anyone with the link. Okay, then copy the link. Just click link, copy it, and done it. Okay, if I want to share this to your classroom, suppose I want to share this in my classroom, I have what you are using this. So use, just click on it, type on it, use the board. Okay, and add the link. Here is the link. Okay, just paste it. Add link. Okay, and post it. All the students, all the teachers of this class can view or can go through this blackboard or whiteboard, whatever it is, but we can use that. So you can use the board for your lecture. Okay. If you are using this board from your mobile, then you can use your touchscreen mobile and go through that, and use a pen tab. Use a pen, means use a whatever it is. Use a stylus pen, and you can use. But if you are using from desktop or laptop, you have to use a pen tab for this, for using the backboard or whiteboard, whatever it is. Color may be changed. I think I have to change my color to white. So, and change my pen color. So I have to use black or red pen or green pen or whatever it is. Or I have to use, if I want to erase or I want to use duster, then use this. Okay. And another more important thing is that if we want to save our work, our board work, then just use this one, just three dotted lines, just click on it and download as PDF. Download as PDF. Just click on it and what is that? One PDF file has been generated. Okay, just click on it. What is given? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pages have been created with the file name FDP Asansol.pdf. Okay. Now, if I want to share this file with our classroom, then what to do? Just go to our classroom. Just go to our classroom, and here is the use the board option of my creation, and just go to edit option and add a file. Okay, just click on it and upload a file from my desktop. Okay, what it is? It is my download folder, and FDP Asansol is there. Just click on it and click open. and the file has been uploaded in the classroom and save it. You will get then the PDF file also. Okay. Another option is there. If anybody wants to save this as an image, so this image, I think first page is there. Yes, first page is there. So if anybody wants to save the first page, so save the frame as image. Okay, just click on it, and one image has been downloaded. Where it is. Yes, FDP Asansol 1. Yes, there is a screenshot or image file of this first board or first slide of the Jamboard. Okay, we can also share this, but I preferably want to share that you should share the PDF file that that cannot be changed, or that cannot be destroyed or something else. Okay, so this is the main point of using Jamboard or using Blackboard or something else, whatever, whiteboard or Blackboard, we can use this. And if you want to again use the board, then I want to use laser beam. Suppose I want to show this particular formula, a plus b whole square equals to a square plus 2b plus b square. So I want to use this. I want to use the laser beam for this, and just use to highlight the laser beam. Okay, just another is a sticky note. What is that? Just I want to show you that just click on it, and suppose it is an algebraic formula. Okay, then save it. It is, what is the slide for? It is for algebraic formula. So we want to place this sticky note to anywhere, and it can be in any size. We can drag it, or we can just place anywhere in this board. So this is the sticky note. If we want to use different shapes like circles, square, triangles, diamond, or rounded triangle, half circle, bar, and arrows, so we can use it from anywhere. Yes, it is. Okay, so we have to use, and if we want to use a text box, so just click on it and use what I have written in the algebraic formula. We also can write algebraic formula here also. So we can change the color of this. Okay. We can change the color of this text also. What is that? Cannot sync your changes. Please copy. Okay. We can edit the formula also. We can edit the text also. Okay. So this is the way we can use our digital board to for our teaching learning process. That's called from our classroom. Okay, sir, principal sir.
I am here. This
Okay, can I proceed? Can I proceed for scheduling?
you just proceed for scheduling. Yes, this will
Okay, sir.
everyone get this point of how to use the blackboard or whiteboard, whatever maybe.
Yes,
You
sir.
get the
Yes, sir.
code free of cost. We'll call. We will tell you about the GSUIT account at in for tomorrow or day after
Okay, sir. Okay,
tomorrow.
sir.
Tomorrow we'll call because there
I
are
am
some
just
questions.
proceeding for scheduling.
Yes, just you proceed for scheduling first.
Okay, sir.
Because this is very much essential nowadays in the lockdown pandemic
Yes, sir. Yes,
situation.
sir. Yes,
All of you are acquainted with this one online teaching method. So
yes,
now,
sir. Yes.
how to schedule? And if you have the
Actually,
GSUIT account, if you have the GSUIT account, after scheduling, you can manage the meeting and you can record it. Just what we are doing here. We are recording it, and it is YouTube live is also there. So we are recording in both way. So how scheduling can be done after scheduling? What can you do with that? That will be discussed later on. So first, primarily, you go to the scheduling. Okay.
yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Now, scheduling. What is scheduling? Scheduling is the process of arranging, controlling, and optimizing the work and workload. And it is the art of planning of our activities mainly. It is the art so that we can achieve our targets or priorities in the time we are in the priorities in the time we have in our hand. Actually we 24 hours schedule. We have at least 18 hours for our job, so we have to schedule our job as per our time in our hand. In daily life, actually we are making the scheduling process very well in our daily life. Okay, in what time I should go to market, or I should go to our job work, or in what time I should go to for marketing, in what time I should go for movies or something else. Okay, for our enjoyment. Okay, in daily life we always arrange for that, but in our daily life, actually we have to schedule our work. How? Actually, we take a note in our diary now for special arrangement or special programs. Making in a big red circle, or making in a circle on a day in our calendar for our special occasion. Okay, but in what we have done in our calendar or in our diary can be wasted or something else. But if we
Sir,
use,
excuse me, sir. The
So
yes,
nothing
yes,
is visible
yes,
in
screen is
the
not.
screen. Nothing is visible in the
Screen
screen.
is not.
Not visual. Nothing is
not
visible.
visible.
No.
No, no, not visible.
Okay, 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 okay. Am I visible?
No, sir.
No, no, no. Still not. No.
Now you're visible.
Okay.
Now you're visible. Now you're visible.
Okay, thank you. So, actually, what we have done in our diaries or calendars, we have marked it or written it on my our diaries or calendars, etc. But can we remember our result out of 10th examination, the date? But no, we cannot. The date of announcement of our result of 10th examination, isn't it? So, it is possible, it was possible if we mark it on our digital diary. That at the time it was not there, I think. It was there, but we do not acquainted with this digital platform or something else. So, it cannot be. But now it is possible. Nowadays it is possible. So, Google gives us so many calendar, Google gives us this calendar option. So, we can use Google Calendar for this digital diary also. Okay. How it can be? Just again go to the magic box, click on it and go to calendar. Just click on it. One calendar is open. Okay. So, this is a month view of August. Okay. We may go to the year view, just 2020. Okay. January, February up to December. We can go to week view also, just 23rd to 29th. We can go to day view also. Okay, we can also go to the 4 days view also. Okay, 4 working days. Next 4 working days. Today is Friday, and next last working days, last day is Monday. So we can go for 4 days also. So if I go to the day view, that 28th August 2020 is up to 1 a.m. to at least 12 hours to 12 hours. Okay. Now, I am going to schedule a meeting. What is that? How can it be? Just go to the create option, just multicolored plus sign option, just click on it, and one untitled meeting has opened. It is viewing that it is from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. because it is default for 1 hour and from the current time itself. Okay. Just I want to create a class for tomorrow. Okay. Just class on suppose IT. Class on IT. I want to create the class for 29. Just click the date, and time is from 3:30 to 4:30 or 5 p.m. Okay. And if I want to create a video conferencing video class or want to create a visual classroom, then just click on add Google Meet video conference. Okay, just click on it. Then there is a link meet.google.com and something this has created for the classroom. Okay, now save. Before save, there is an option for more option. Okay, just click on it. What is that? Here is add location. What is where the meeting can be done? We don't need. Actually, we are using cyber platform, so we don't want any location. Okay. Notification. Suppose 15 minutes before and another 30 minutes before. Okay. Okay. Now, here is the option. As I am using KK College account, so there is KK College and so many classrooms are there. Okay. Now I am using the classroom AKDC, AEC, FDP. Okay. Now if I want to use this for a particular color, suppose I want to use red color. Okay. Then what we will do? Actually, red color will reflect the accounts or calendars that what color you are using here. Actually, that color will be reflected on the accounts or on the calendars. Who will be our guest? Who will be our guest? Actually, I have to send the meeting or send the classes to our students actually. So if I want to use this to our suppose to you world, okay, so I have to just copy and send the classroom to you world. Just 78 people already been admitted in this classroom, in this meeting. Actually it is meeting, not in the classroom, it is in the meeting. So everybody have this color in his or her calendar. Okay, so I am using this orange color. Okay, and just saving this. And before saving, I want to add our co-teachers, principal sir. So this and follow me also. So 81 people had been added in this meeting. So I have to save now. If I want to add any description here, so I have to use please attend the class. Okay, and just saving it. Would you like to send invitation email to Gmail calendar, Google Calendar guest? Yes, send. Everybody out of 81 people already got this mail, as there was a class on IT on 29th August 3:30 to 5 p.m. Okay. And there was a video class actually. Okay, and got it. If I want to use this class code to our classroom also, okay, how it can be? Just copy the meeting link. Just click here and copy the meeting link. Okay, and here I can again share a classroom. I can share this using this classroom also, this meeting also. Okay, so I want to edit. Just use. Oh, I have used that link also. Okay, okay, okay. So again, I want to add another link. So paste it. Just add it. Task video meeting. Okay. So class on IT. I have to post it. Then what is that? Actually, all the students will get this meeting, and I have also sent the through the mail ID of all our students that there is a class on tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. Okay, so this is actually scheduling. How to schedule a class, how to schedule a meeting, and how to use this link, or how to use a class link, or how to use a meeting link to our classroom is very, very essential and very, very useful to us as a teacher to demonstrate or to take classes to our with our students. So that's all from my end. Thank you. Is there any question?
Is there any question? So tomorrow the semester-wise scheduling at a time. How can the semester-wise scheduling can be done? Will be shown tomorrow. So if you have any question, because you are now acquainted with this one, for your taking the class in other platform also, in the platform Zoom platform or any other type of online platform. So Google Meet is one of them, and you can easily schedule a meeting. And if you have the G-Suite account, then you can record it also. But with your personal account, you cannot record your lecture. And there are process of getting G-Suite account from any institution, and personally you can buy also. That will be discussed, the rate and how can you buy. But we'll recommend, go back to your institute, contact with the head of the institute for G-Suite account, so that each and every person of the institute can get a separate mail ID under the same G-Suite account and with an unlimited space and a recording option. So nowadays, since the online education system will sure to come, and we should prepare for that, and hope Google, the free open access platform, will help us in a better way, and we will be able to teach our beloved students. So this is all today. Tomorrow again we will meet at 4 p.m. If you have any question from any part, Google form or scheduling, you can ask. Otherwise, the session will over. So there is no question. So thank you, Vidul.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Polomi. We will again meet tomorrow at 4 p.m.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.